Good evening. It's all about high-speed connections today as we have live on the game the latest editions for PLDT. Hello, I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
An incredible boost of talent for the high-speed hitters, and what a treat for us and the viewers, of course. They've been waiting for this, Pao, as we welcome some of the biggest names in the PVL. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
Now, but before we get into the exciting future that awaits, let's take a look back at their beginnings in the PVL with the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. We have with us Kim Kiana D, Kim Fajardo, and Majoy Baron. Thank you very much.
Finally!
They're here.
Welcome back.
Oo.
May isang rule lang, wala lang bulungan kasi may mic kayo.
Yes, it doesn't work that way.
Maririnig din eh.
Oh, tama, tama.
Welcome back to the Philippines and welcome to the game. Sabay-sabay na nandito.
Oh, fresh from Japan. Now, let's start off first with, again, looking back sa journey nyo with F2. Again, we're all disappointed, we're all sad na wala nang F2 dito sa PVL. It's been quite the journey personally for all of you. You basically grew up with that team, that franchise. Kim, I'll start with you kasi iba eh. Iba yung impact. KKD muna.
First kaming Kim
nga
eh.
naman.
Yeah.
Kailangan ituro mo.
Kailangan ituro. KKD, I'll start with you. Kasi, again, you all grew up with this group, with this franchise. Once that meeting was had, na okay, maka-announce na that F2 won't be coming back. I heard iyakan, I heard speeches, I heard stories. What was said that stuck with you the most sa meeting na yan?
Actually, I wasn't here when they had the meeting. I was in Japan.
Japan
So luckily, they were able to FaceTime me. So I heard all the speeches of everyone. It was pretty sad. A few days back, we actually had a feeling already because they called the
Sabi
meeting.
nga daw.
So that's when we thought na baka nga
There's
ma-disband talaga. Kasi it's going around social media also eh. So when they called the meeting, we were like, it's really happening. So yeah, it was really sad, especially I wasn't able to play with them for the last conference.
Correct. Tama.
So,
wala ka nung last conference, tapos wala ka pa nung meeting.
wala pa ako sa meeting.
So mas masakit. We've had the other players obviously here the last 2 weeks already, starting with sila Abby and sila Ara. Pati na rin yung mga bago-bago na sumali. And yung theme, Pao, you know this, dun sa usapan yun, was heartbreak. Parang that's how they feel. It's like it was worse than a breakup with a significant other. Kim, tuturo ko. Kim, what are your thoughts on what most of them said about it? Na heartbreaking talaga.
Naaalala ko lang kasi, yun nga, parang meron na ngang sa social media, sobrang ingay na nga na parang, baka ma-disband or LOI, yun talaga. Pero nasa isip ko, syempre hoping pa rin talaga ako na,
Of course.
baka naman may meeting lang kami. Kasi year-end, parang ganon.
Or
Yun
kaya
yung nasa
parang
isip ko.
i-dispel na, wala ka. Hindi totoo
Hindi
yun.
totoo
parang
yun.
ganon.
Yun yung nasa isip ko kasi hoping nga ako na sana hindi. Pero of course, nung nandun na kami, tapos parang may nakita akong, ano ba yung tawag dun sa parang ano ng F2? Parang may desk na, no? Parang kinabahan ako ng onte, parang iba to ah. So, nung binrake nung sinabi na nung nag-announce na, parang hindi pa ako makapaniwala agad. Nag-sink in lang lahat sa akin nung nag-iiyakan na, ganyan. So, naalala ko lang, naiyak na rin ako kasi never ako umiyak sa mga no, actually, yun talaga. Sa sobrang, di naman sa pero sa sarili ko parang strong kasi ako, ganun yung parang pinoportray ko. Pero nung time na yun, parang nag-flashback lahat sa akin na dito ako lumaki, dito ako nag-grow as an individual, dito lahat nangyari, tapos biglang ganun lang yun.
Sakit, no? Hanggang ngayon, no? 2 linggo na natin pinag-uusapan and,
Tama.
and it's still... yeah.
Bumalik ulit.
Pero Majoy, ano yung tumatak sa'yo sa meeting na yan?
Actually, nung in-announce, parang di pa makapaniwala din. Like, kami lahat. And then,
Panaginip.
parang pinaka-sad lang na moment doon is parang, I won't be around these people anymore. Parang yun yung nagpaiyak sa amin na yung everyday training, yung chikahan namin, yung coaches namin na naging mentor namin from college, yun yung masakit na part.
The common theme also, Kiana lang.
Yeah,
dito,
Kiana na lang.
para safe. Yung common theme din na sinasabi ng mga iba, whether 2 conferences lang sila or 8 years na sila or katulad nila Abby na medyo 13 years and all that, di ba? Yung common na sinasabi nila was napakalakas daw ng bond off the court. More
Yeah.
off the court yung mga sinasabi nila eh. Tell us what are your thoughts on when you hear that feedback?
Most of us kasi we've been teammates ever since college. So we were able to
Kayo
bring
nga ni
that.
Don, high school pa, di ba?
Yeah.
We were able to bring that to pro. And then whenever may mga bagong members, we treat them as family also. So it's very easy for us all to get along. And outside the court, we also hang out. We actually just had dinner a few nights
Yeah.
ago.
We saw the
Yeah.
picture, right? Yeah.
So, hindi lang inside the court eh. It's like we built a family also outside. That's why extra sakit na I won't be able to see them in training anymore. Hindi na kami magkukulitan. Wala. It's just the little things eh. Like, hahanapin mo talaga yung old teammates mo.
How long do you think will you recover from something like this? Please answer. All the three of
Iyak
you.
na ulit.
Sayang yung
ba
makeup
dyan?
niya, no?
Ano ba?
What do you think? When you think about this process, di ba?
Feeling ko it's something that we will always think about. But I think we also have to move on. I mean,
Yeah.
it
Of course.
eventually happens also. It's
Right.
it's not a forever thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously. So now that we have a new team, I guess it's time for us all just to grow in our new team. And siguro sign na din to.
Which we will talk about later,
Yes,
of
we
course.
will.
Yeah.
The Kim that's not Kiana, has it sunk in your head na you will be playing against some of your long-time teammates? As in, sobrang long time. And maybe for the first time, you're going to be playing against them. Not in a training setup, but in a competitive environment.
Ano ba? Sa akin ako, parang na-excite ako kasi this is the first time talaga na mangyayari yun. Doon nagsaswag-swag na kami sa training training lang yun eh. Paano kaya, na-excite ako, tsaka parang alam mo yun, gusto kong malaman kung ano yung parang magiging reaction niya, reaction ng mga teammates namin before. Kung kami mismo yung magkakaharap sa actual game mismo. So yun, excitement talaga yung napipil ko pag ganun.
I'm sure. Tsaka hihimayin natin yan mamaya when we get to that part. I'm interested to find out, Majoy, and the rest of you, if you can answer na rin, where was Coach Ramil in all of this when this, hindi naman where, but nung nakausap niyo na ba
Yeah.
right after the meeting, before the decision, and all that, and can you also, I guess, say na rin how influential Coach Ramil has been to all of you, the three of you, Majoy Mona?
Actually, he was there sa meeting, pero tahimik lang siya all
As
throughout
usual.
the
Yeah.
meeting. Siguro, tinitake in niya rin yung news. And, syempre for us, parang isa-isa din kami nakapagsalita. And
nga,
we were able to thank him for all those years na inalagaan niya kami, ninurture niya kami, tinuruan niya kami. And very thankful talaga kami kay Coach Ramil. And sobrang love namin siya. And na-feel namin yun dun sa meeting na yun na nag-iiyakan na lahat. And it all goes back to him.
Yeah. Nag-speech ba siya? Did he say anything?
Kayo nag...
I forgot na nga. Ano ba? Pero oo.
Parang,
Nagsalita rin.
Nagsalita
I
siya.
think everyone...
Lahat-lahat.
Okay.
Yeah, but on that note, Kiana, I know you weren't there. Pero moving away from Coach Ramil, who's
Yeah.
been such a big figure in your own personal career, I mean, what does that mean for you particularly?
Well, Coach Ramil has been my coach ever since high school, actually. So we've been together for the longest already. And of course, like what Majoy said, it always goes back to him now. We thank him for who we are right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's not possible to be where we are without him. Because ever since talaga, he had the patience to make us stronger, be the best player that we could be. And also, yeah, it's just sad na we parted that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Parang in not your
Tama.
terms,
Yeah.
in other words. Okay, Kim, we'll leave this segment with your words. Parang gusto namin malaman what in your eyes, parang the legacy of F2. Now that the chapter is already closed, as of now. You
As
never
of
know
now.
in the future, these things, strange. Sports is very strange world.
Yeah.
But ngayon, pag naisip mo ang legacy ng F2, what would it be in your eyes?
Oh. Tough question, ah. Sa akin talaga.
O kung sino man gusto sa
Dala lang hindi, ikaw daw eh.
Nauna ka daw dito eh.
Hindi, kasi kapag iniisip ko talaga yung F2, talaga yung pumapasok sa isip ko talaga yung culture ng Lasal, kung paano kami, kung paano, okay, pasok na natin kung yung bonding, yung swag, kung paano ba kami doon. Lahat yun. So kung parang isa-summarize ko lahat, doon talaga siya magpupula. And yun nga, sabi nilang dalawa, si Coach Ramil talaga yun.
Yeah.
Pwede umiyak ha? Okay lang.
Okay.
Finally! Sa next segment, baka pwede pa.
Okay.
Great way to end that segment. Okay, pagpapahingahin muna natin sila. We'll have more stories from Kiana, Kim, and Majoy. Stay with us. You're watching the game. Welcome back to the game. Now that the chapter with F2 has closed, there were no tears during the commercial, by the way. Pag-usapan naman natin yung ngayon. New system, new challenges. Let's ask you about individual updates. I guess, Kiana, we have to start right away in terms of you physically. You just mentioned earlier yung last conference, hindi ka nakasama. I'm sure you've been rehabbing, training, and all of that. I'm sure the fans want to know, where are you in terms of that coming into the season?
We're taking it day by day.
Yeah.
Siyempre, ayaw namin na agad na sugod agad. So, now I'm continuing my strengthening. Here and there, pumapasok sa court, but not all out yet. But,
Okay. Pero nagbobola ka na?
yeah. Pero
Bobola
abot
na
ako sa conference.
Habol. Okay.
Oh.
That's great news.
Yeah.
That's great news.
100%. Kim, you come from a conference kung saan nag-mentor ka. You've had a mentor. Kim. Kiana. Okay. Alright.
Turo.
Turo. You came into a conference na you're a mentor. You're a mentor to Mars. And then siguro iba siguro yung, I guess, the way that you looked at the game. Did you feel that and going into this new conference, knowing that, okay, you're gonna be more of a mentee role again kasi nandun na si Ate Rhea. I mean, how did that change yung perspective mo siguro?
Okay, nung sa F2 naman kasi, kami ni Mars, it's always healthy competition. Palagi naman ganun. So, yung nafe-feel ko before, parang kung ano yung kailangan ng team. Kasi ako din meron din akong injury. So, kung anong kailangan ng team, dun tayo palagi. So, ganun kami. Ngayon naman kay Ate Rhea, na-excite lang din ako kasi si Ate Rhea, teammate ko yan before, UST High School.
Para kayo nag-reunite.
Nung transitioning ko, kasi converted ako na setter. Transitioning ko, papuntang setter, pagiging setter, siya yung parang ideal ko kasi siya yung nakikita kong setter. Siya lang kasi bata pa kami noon, high school, ganyan. So, nakaka-excite ngayon na yun namang sa kanya yung parang tuturuan niya ako ulit, tapos tutulungan niya akong magamay lahat ng spiker sa bagong team niya. So, yun naman yung sa akin.
Grabe yung lineup, yung setting lineup
Yes.
ng PLDT and Tinde. But Joy, okay, since we're talking about individual skills and parang evolution, ngayon you have this opportunity. What do you want to improve for yourself now? Now that there's a new opportunity, parang I'm sure parang may gusto ka rin na idagdag or something into your game. What are you thinking for yourself?
Personally, I want to see volleyball in a different perspective since ang tagal ko na kay Coach Ramil
Right.
dun sa system na yun. Parang 2 weeks sa training with PLDT, parang nakita ko na agad na may ibang, iba yung volleyball sa ibang coaches.
Approach iba.
Yeah.
So parang ang dami ko na agad natutunan.
Oh, nice.
And interesting na ma-add ko yun kung anong meron ako ngayon. And si Coach Ralph naman, very vocal naman siya sa mga instructions niya and very specific and technical. So, okay siya.
Speaking of that, Kiana, you're with Coach Ramil since your high school days. And all of a sudden, change of system, change of the voices that you're going to be hearing in terms of the training. I mean, has that already been an adjustment for you? How has that shift been so far? Alam ko, still getting back health-wise, pero are you already anticipating that?
Well, coming in PLDT naman, the three of us came in the team with an open mind na we don't know everything about volleyball. Madami pang pwedeng matutunan. So, very exciting to learn new things na hindi pa namin alam because we were used to a system for a very long time already. And coming into PLDT, very exciting to learn new things from our new coaches, new teammates. So I think that will help our growth then as a volleyball player.
Give us parang an insider right now sa 2 weeks.
Secret.
Training. So,
Secret.
hindi naman mga schemes or
Okay.
specifics. Pero the general vibe, what have you seen so far in the PLDT culture na in 2 weeks pa lang?
Sa akin na, yung sa amin na lang. Kasi parang hindi kami ganun nahirapan mag-adjust. Or siguro challenge na rin sa amin yun. Kasi first time talaga namin lumabas sa ibang,
Correct.
sa bagong sistema, ganyan. So, challenge namin sa sarili namin, gaano ba tayo kabilis mag-adjust? In a span of how many months? Tapos going to the tournament, paano tayo mag-adjust na kailangan makasabay tayo sa sistema, sa bagong sistema na kailangan namin siguro kabisaduhin, malaman. So yun nga, open naman kami sa new learnings talaga, tsaka yun nga, adjust. Yun talaga.
Nag-mini-meeting ba kayong tatlo lang?
Oo.
Na kayong tatlo
Meeting
lang?
lang.
O, ngayon na to. Ito na yun. Ito na yung meeting.
Pero, Majoy, na-mention mo nga that you have to be open-minded, you're learning a lot of new things. Siguro, just a quick insight of what Coach Ral has been teaching you girls. What was something new that you felt that, okay, may konting adjustment na kailangan kong gawin para lang mas smooth yung transition.
As a
into
middle
PLDT?
blocker.
Oo.
Sa middle blocker, yung first week ko ng training, may tinuro na sila agad sa akin na parang sa blocking siya, footworks, na never ko pang na-try. And bago siya, parang natuwa ako na, naging ulit ako, parang naturuan ulit ako ng bago. And talagang pinag-aralan ko agad na ma-apply yon sa scrimmage. So, nagawa ko naman. And natuwa ako na may na-add ako sa sarili ko dun sa
2
part
weeks pa
na
lang yun.
And,
I'm sure. Madami ka. Matindi ang middle blocker lineup
That's
ng
true.
PLDT.
That's true.
Speaking of competition, I'm sure, di ba, kasama rin yan. That's healthy competition within the practices. Okay.
We'll get a chance to talk a bit more about
Yeah.
that in just a bit because this talented trio will still join us after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Well, we wrapped up their entire careers leading up to today, so let's move over to some exciting stuff. The question is, so bakit PLDT? Now, Kim, not Kiana, Kim, I'll ask you first because I have to admit, sobrang curious ako. Was this a joint decision or was it individually discussed and then it just so happened na kayong tatlo yung nakasama sa PLD?
Close up, close up.
Hindi. Ang tanong kung pinag-usapan ba namin.
Oo.
Gano'n. Actually, sa pagkakaalam ko, guys. Sa pagkakaalam ko, di ba nagbakasyon kami sa Dubai?
Yeah.
Ako kasi, doon ko lang nalaman. Ewan ko sa kanila. Pero doon ko lang nalaman. Wala naman kaming pinag-usapan na, dapat dito tayo, ganyan. Pero nagtatanungan kami
Yeah.
kung saan ka, sinong kumukuha, o ano. Ganon, pero never naman kami nag-usap, dito tayong tatlo hindi pwede. Walang package na ganon. Wala naman. Ayun, parang yun yung inabangan nyo. Bakit?
Hindi naman. Pero
Bakit?
Parang-
Yun yung alam ko
parang lang, di
Sa
ba,
akin,
minsan yung ibang player parang may makakasama ba ako?
Yeah.
Like, they wonder whether
Yeah.
sino pa kaya yung ino-offeran, naghihintay
Kaya
sila.
ba nagtatanong ka?
Ba yan? Hindi.
Sa akin
For me
yun.
kasi parang plus points na din na
Kung may
"Oy,
kasama."
Siyempre.
we have a team na in common.
Oo,
So parang guys, doon na ba?
Pero ako talagang hindi ko
Okay.
alam. Wait.
Pero at mas
alam.
mas naging easier yung decision na
Right.
alam ko na Majoy and Ate Kim's going to PLDT.
Kasi yung iba, wala, di ba? Like,
Yeah.
let's say si Don,
Yeah.
wala. Or si Ara nga, sabi niyo, wala siyang kakilala
Hindi niya
na
alam.
talagang kaklose din sa Cherry naman. So, speaking of the decision, obviously, it's been out, that you consulted Dwight or you talked about it. Obviously, that would be the natural thing. You're both professionals. And decision-making is
Yeah.
going to be talked about in your casual conversations. But was there anybody else involved in did you consult anybody else other than him na parang outsider naman or influenced you in this decision? And Majoy, you two please
Influenced me. Well, I thought of where I could grow more, where I feel like I can fit, and also the coaches
Right.
and the teammates. My parents also, I talked to my parents about it, and just my parents, Dwight, and my teammates also.
Majoy, same?
Majoy.
Anybody else?
Me, it's more on a personal decision. Parang nag-write down lang ako ng mga cons and pros na kung saan team ako pupunta. And yun nga, mas maraming pros na sa PLDT.
PLDT. Marami ba ng ligaw?
And we'll leave it at...
Sorry, wala kami commercial. Kailangan sagutin.
Basta PLDT na kami.
Okay. So it's a yes. And
Yeah.
which even makes it better. Talagang pinili nila.
True.
Sir Baji, happy birthday!
Happy
Yes. Pero Majoy, you mentioned, you came up with a list, pros and cons. What was the biggest pro para sa
It's a
PLDT?
good question.
Personally,
Pinasisi.
dalawa na lang.
Good choice. Di ba?
Yeah, itong dalawa. And syempre yung management.
Okay.
Kasi gusto din namin yung feeling na we're home, na naalagaan kami. And yun, okay yung management ng PLDT. So we chose PLDT. Sir Baji!
Yeah, diba sabi nga natin, di ba? Masarap din yung liniligawan.
That's true.
And they parang show you or ask,
Yeah.
parang show what your value is.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that is a great feeling. All right, let's talk about the team. Kim, who impresses you the most so far? Parang nakikita mo, like gusto ko tanungin kanina, pinag-uusapan natin si Savvy, nakalaban nyo na, di ba?
Yes.
Ngayon na makatraining mo, ano yung nakikita mo? Dahil eto, babatuhan mo ng babatuhan yan.
Yeah, sa akin naman, laging adjustment yung ano. So ngayon, nag-a-adjust talaga ako as a setter. Kasi iba, totally different.
Correct,
Yung mga coaches, yung magbibigay sa akin ng plays, mga ganon. Tsaka yung mga players, yung babatuhan ko mga spikers, so totally different talaga. So, sa akin lahat yon parang kailangan aralin, parang ganon.
Of course.
Kasi syempre, iba yung bato mo kay Savvy, sinabi mo nga, tapos kay Fiola, sa iba pang mga teammates ko. So yun talaga, inaaral. Tsaka yun nga, doon pumapasok si Ate Rhea, talagang pinifeedan niya ako na, hindi, ito
Ito,
dapat,
gusto niya
ito
ito,
dapat,
ito
ito
gusto niya.
dapat yun. Ganun kami doon ngayon. So parang, in a way, parang si Ate Rhea pa rin talaga yung nag-feed sa akin kung
Yeah.
paano.
Kiana, are there any new teammates that you have, not these two anymore, that you're excited to actually play with, partner with, that you've always admired siguro, but then haven't
Yeah.
had the chance to play with?
Actually, Sav nga.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see her in training, like, as in, mapapag ganun ka na lang na, grabe. even lifting weights, she
we heard.
lifts so
Yeah, we
heavy.
heard. We've heard about it.
She
Yeah.
lifts so heavy. So, super parang na-inspire ka din to reach what she can do.
Right.
She jumps high, she spikes hard, and yeah, and she's still young.
Yeah, yeah, very.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Majoy, you have a new captain. Announced, di ba?
Yeah.
What do you know about Kat? How is your relationship so far with your new captain?
Si Kat, naging teammate ko na sa
National
national,
team,
So,
tama.
we're close and very vocal. And ang saya niyang kasama sa court kasi nga,
Magaling din talaga.
maingay, positive lagi. And yun nga, I think she's a great leader.
Teka, meron pala ako kailangan tanong kay Kiana.
Go.
Bakit lahat ng mga sinasabi ng mga ex-teammates niya, siya yung gustong i-trash to?
Ako. Hindi ko alam.
Sila, Myla, di ba?
Yeah,
Abby,
Abby, yeah.
lahat yun ang sinabi. Bakit ba ganyan? Ano bang totoo?
Yeah.
Honestly, di ko alam. Meron ba kayong personal issue sa akin?
Tapos sila ngayon.
Ayaw
Hindi
ka.
na kayo teammate.
Sabi natin, baka takot sila sa akin kasi pag ako nag-stare down. Hindi kasi ako na-stare down.
Okay.
Feeling ko tatawa
Turo
lang
lang.
talaga ako. And then, smile lang. Parang, hindi ako talagang gaganyan. Pero feeling ko pag ginawa nila, hindi ako maano eh. Parang matatawa lang ako. Sige, isa pa.
Hindi ka
Ganon.
maapektuhan.
Siguro ganon. Kaya super exciting talaga to go against them. We don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pero I can't wait. Everyone said, ikaw, Kiana.
Oo eh.
Oo. In the words of Abby, grabe si Kiana.
Uy, bakit
Yeah.
niyo ako ah?
Pero,
Unahan mo lang.
pero Kim, I wanted to ask kasi your role changed a bit. F2 veterans leading the way. Pero ngayon, you're all adjusting. You all have to relearn again. What would you say is yung current role nyo sa team? As newcomers, adjusting. Pero may experience na kayo.
So, do you feel like rookies? Ganun
Yeah.
ba? Or hindi naman, sobra?
Sa adjustment, hindi naman ganun kaano kasi pinalaki naman kami ni Coach Ramil ng mabilis mag-adjust sa mga ganong klaseng situation. So, sa amin, yeah, it feels sobrang different talaga kasi yun nga, para kaming lumabas sa comfort zone na alam naman namin sooner or later mangyayari. Yun nga lang, sooner yung...
Hindi pala later.
May payo ba? May huling habilin ba si Coach Ramil?
Sana ba? Just do good. Whatever
Make me
team.
proud.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right,
Classic.
girls. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much
Thank
for coming
you.
on.
for having
We
us.
appreciate this.
Thank you.
Tapos na, Kim. Don't worry. Hindi na tayo.
Tissue!
Kaya mo yan.
And good luck. Stay healthy, of course. We wish you the best coming conference. And happy birthday again, Boss Maji.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for watching and thank you for joining us. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
I'm Paolo De Rosario. This has been The Game.